benchmarks. They're useful for engineers, but Wall Street doesn't price model quality in isolation. It prices conviction, too, a number of other things. So we put together this, which is an attempt to pull different signals into one place to create a more complete picture of how the AI trade is being placed as we head into earnings. Now, it looks at the major public and private AI players, but in this case, we use only public because that's what we have, using a mix of spending, adoption, financial performance, market reaction. We assigned weightings to each. Not all of them are included here, but we can publish the breakdown for those that are interested. And here's what the data shows. On the public company side, Alphabet is first, and by a wide margin. It has strong model capability and financials, real adoption signals, the most market confidence over the last 3 months, which we measured as change in market cap over the last 3 months. Now, this is what conviction looks like when spending and economics line up. Meta comes next, and its profile is more polarized. CapEx to revenue is high. Model scores are weaker on third-party websites. But what it does have is adoption and the highest revenue growth among the 5 companies that we looked at. Now, Amazon and Microsoft, they land in the middle. Both of them benefit from AI flowing through to cloud, but neither have token share data, which means that their AI models aren't just lower on those third-party leaderboards, but they're also not being used in any real visible capacity yet compared to, say, the top 10. Apple, unsurprisingly, ranks last among those big 5. It is spending the least on AI, and it's showing the fewest visible adoption signals. Conviction isn't there yet, but it could be the wild card if AI becomes a platform shift that plays out at the device level. Now, we do have a scorecard. We're looking at the big private AI players. You can't not look at them, but there's less data to go off of because they are private. So we can share that and look at that another time. Guys, this scorecard, though, it's just meant to be a look at the public players to set a baseline for tracking how narratives, spending, and demand will move over the next few weeks. And we'll certainly check in a few weeks after we get those updated numbers to see if it actually moves any of them in this list.
Dee, I was just looking at the list and trying to eyeball whether stock performance reflects that ranking. Certainly on the #1 spot, it probably does.
Yes, it does. And like I said, we gave them all equal ratings, equal rankings, weightings, excuse me, for the different categories. And yes, change over the last 3 months was one of them. And that was obviously big for Alphabet. That helped, but so did its model technicality, which we looked at LLM Arena.ai. So did its adoption that we looked at through token usage and how many monthly active users it has. What was a little more surprising to me was Meta coming in second because, it's had a rough quarter. But when you balance that against adoption, it actually landed #1 here because it feeds users through properties like Instagram and Facebook. That's what really helped it.
Yeah, it'd been tested a couple times down to 600 and trying to undo maybe some past investing decisions. Really, really interesting.
Early on Wednesday, Nvidia's stock increased as investors applauded developments in the company's entry into the Chinese market, relieving a significant overhang that had been plaguing the stock for several months. Sentiment for the chipmaker was also bolstered by optimism about the ongoing funding impetus for artificial intelligence development, including possible financial assistance for OpenAI, the company that developed ChatGPT. Early trading saw Nvidia shares rise 1.6% to $191.81, moving the stock closer to the top of a band that it has mostly traded in since early November, roughly between $170 and $190. The move increased anticipation that if good news about China and AI spending keeps coming in, the stock would break out of that area. After months of regulatory uncertainty and close inspection of cutting-edge U.S.-made technology, the rally came after a Reuters story that China had cleared its first imports of Nvidia's H200 artificial intelligence chips. During Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang's visit to China this week, Chinese officials approved several 100,000 H200 chips, according to the article, which cited people familiar with the situation. According to reports, 3 major Chinese internet corporations received the majority of the permissions, with other businesses waiting in line for subsequent batches. The action implies that Beijing is striking a balance between the urgent need for cutting-edge processing power to support data centers and massive AI projects, and its drive to build up domestic AI capabilities. After months of conflicting signals from Chinese policymakers who have consistently emphasized semiconductor self-reliance while also wrestling with the practical limitations facing local developers, the move marks a significant relief. Due to restricted access to high-performance CPUs, Chinese AI businesses have encountered increasing constraints in the training and deployment of huge models. Many people believe that Nvidia's H200 is the most potent AI processor that China can actually get, given the existing export limitations imposed by the United States. The Institute for Progress Think Group claims that the H200 has a processing power advantage of about 32% over Huawei's Ascend 910C, which is presently the most sophisticated AI chip made in the country. Because of this performance disparity, Chinese developers are vying for Nvidia's hardware in an effort to stay up with the world's artificial intelligence advancements. Range-bound trading might be coming to an end. For a number of months, Nvidia's stock has been range-bound as investors balance the robust demand for AI around the world with the geopolitical and regulatory dangers associated with China. Even though Nvidia continued to post impressive results elsewhere, the shares struggled to move significantly higher due in large part to the lack of consistent success on Chinese sales. The announcement on Wednesday offered one of the most convincing signs to yet that the China issue might be getting closer to being resolved, at least in part. As a result, some investors are reevaluating the stock's short-term direction. A confirmed increase in Chinese exports could spur additional gains, especially if it corresponds with ongoing investment in AI systems worldwide, as shares are already at the top of their recent trading range. Join our investor community. Hit subscribe and like to get your daily Nvidia stock insights and tutorials delivered. Some analysts have said that Nvidia is coming into its upcoming earnings report with a lower valuation than investors have witnessed in recent years, putting the chipmaker back in the limelight. The stock currently seems more accessible than it has since early 2023, with Nvidia's projected PE at about 24, which many strategists refer to as the lowest level in roughly 3 years. In a recent media interview, Art Hogan, chief market strategist at B. Riley, stated that Nvidia's forward value has dropped to levels not seen in a number of years. He claimed that rather than a decline in Nvidia's standing in the artificial intelligence supply chain, the pullback is a reflection of a general reluctance to invest in large technology equities. Investor concerns about the amount of money being spent on AI infrastructure have caused sentiment toward big tech to weaken in recent months. According to Lori Calvasina, a strategist at RBC Capital Markets, the biggest stock's market power has diminished as leadership has shifted to a larger range of industries. According to data from Evercore ISI, as capital shifts to healthcare, energy, and industrial names, technology companies are currently trading at one of its tightest valuation advantages over the S&P 500 since the epidemic. Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, has insisted that demand patterns are still favorable. Huang stated that investment in AI infrastructure is still growing and represents long-term growth needs rather than speculative excess in a recent speech at a global economic gathering. Should I purchase Nvidia stock? The average target price for Nvidia, based on the one-year price estimates provided by 58 analysts, is $254.21, with a high estimate of $432.78 and a low estimate of $138.00. From the current price of $188.52, the average goal suggests an upside of plus 34.84%. The average brokerage recommendation for Nvidia is currently 1.8, which indicates a outperform rating based on the consensus recommendation from 66 brokerage firms. Strong buy is represented by a score of 1, and sell is represented by a score of 5. The economy has benefited greatly from artificial intelligence, and within the last 2 years, AI equities have experienced tremendous gains. Nvidia has benefited the most from some of these equities, which have been hotter than the rest. Over the past 2 years, the company's stock have soared as it capitalized on the AI boom. Nvidia is not the only AI stock, though, and other stock performers have made substantial gains in 2025, even though its trend might continue. In 2026, these stocks might still rise sharply. I would advise owning these 3 equities this year. Nvidia's stock is up 2.9% from a week ago. Nvidia says it would invest $2 billion in cloud provider CoreWeave to expedite the construction of AI factories, and China has approved the import of the first batch of H200 AI chips. CEO Jensen Huang gave a speech at the World Economic Forum, and the company unveiled new products at the CES trade show. Although it underperformed the Nasdaq over that period, Nvidia's stock is now 8.7% higher than it was 6 months ago. It should be noted that the chipmaker's momentum in the second half of 2025 has slowed following the stock's sharp decline in the first half of the year due to a $5.5 billion charge related to the export limitations on H20 chips to China. Although some analysts have increased their price estimates, others warn of persistent challenges brought on by the uncertainties surrounding future trade relations between the United States and China, as well as the possibility of more stringent restrictions. The data center segment's robust growth contributed to the third quarter report's excellent top and bottom lines. The company's decision to invest in U.S. AI infrastructure shows tenacity in the face of difficulties. Here, 24/7 Wall Saint examines if Nvidia can maintain its comeback and spur additional growth as analysts watch the strong demand for data centers. Why make an Nvidia investment? As it negotiates trade constraints between the United States and China and high market expectations, Nvidia has encountered many challenges. Export constraints on its H20 AI chip, which was created especially to get around export restrictions on cutting-edge technology to China, resulted in a significant write-down in the first quarter. Analysts projected a $9 billion revenue loss as a consequence of the ban. Fiscal first quarter results would be impacted by about $700 million, with the remaining $8 billion being distributed across the second and third quarters. As competition from Huawei's Ascend chips increases, supply chain costs were also threatened by U.S. tariffs and China's punitive actions, especially for components imported internationally. Analysts warned about margin pressure due to these issues. Nvidia's profitability is still strong, though. Due to the taxes, the company reportedly increased the prices of some of its most popular GPUs by 10% to 15% last year. In order to offset rising production costs and maintain steady profits, the price of gaming processors increased by 5% to 10%, while the price of high-end AI GPUs increased by up to 15%. However, Nvidia's supply chains are strengthened by investments in U.S. AI infrastructure, which are backed by its $37.6 billion cash reserve and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing's $165 billion development of its Arizona fab. During a visit to South Korea last year, CEO Hwang declared that Nvidia would provide over 260,000 GPUs to South Korean companies, such as Samsung and Hyundai Motor. According to him, AI has entered a virtuous cycle, whereby advancements in the models generate more funding, which in turn spurs other advancements and funding. He added that he hoped the U.S.-China trade negotiations will result in a policy shift that would enable Nvidia to start selling cutting-edge chips in China again. The President of the United States has actually given the business permission to export its cutting-edge H200 AI chips to China. According to reports, CEO Jensen will shortly return to China. Grandview Research projects that the AI market will expand at a 37% compound annual growth rate, CAGR, through 2030. This helps Nvidia reach its revenue target of $170 billion in fiscal 2026, which is 30% more than the $130.5 billion it made in 2025. Nvidia reported record revenue of $57.1 billion for the third quarter, with $51.2 billion coming from its data center division. Due in large part to the fervent demand for its AI chips, the total increased 66% year over year. In fiscal 2025, the chipmaker expanded Blackwell accelerator manufacturing and AI infrastructure by investing $3.2 billion in capital expenditures. To fulfill hyperscaler demand, the company's capital expenditures have increased by more than 200% this year, reaching over $3 billion. Even with the apparent thaw, there are still hazards associated with U.S.-China trade limitations. Tariffs could increase expenses, which would account for the reported price increases. Nvidia's adjusted operating income of $37.8 billion was offset by a 36% increase in operating expenses to $5.8 billion for R&D. However, data centers are not the only factor contributing to Nvidia's expansion. Thanks to alliances with Toyota and Aurora Innovation for autonomous vehicles, the company's automotive segment grew by 32% year over year to $592 million. In the face of tariff uncertainty, this diversifies Nvidia's portfolio. Nvidia's third quarter fiscal revenue is expected to be $65 billion, give or take 2%. This outlook was better than what most analysts had predicted. 2025 was a turbulent year for Nvidia shareholders. In April, the stock fell to $86.62, a 52-week low. The share price rose following the first quarter results and an announced halt to U.S.-China tariffs. In October, it peaked at $212.99, temporarily surpassing $5 trillion in market capitalization. Analyst sentiment is still bullish despite some insiders dumping stock. 12 of the 60 analysts who urge purchasing shares, out of the 64 who cover the stock, have strong buy ratings. Their consensus price prediction for the next year is $253.09, indicating a possible upside of more than 34% from the current price. The range of targets for each share is $140 to $350. Recently, companies like Beaufait, Stifel, Truist, and others kept their buy equivalent recommendations. The target price for Evercore ISI is street high. Strong demand for Blackwell chips, an improved supply chain, a sizable pipeline, and faster revenue growth were all mentioned. Michael Burry, a well-known investor, is pessimistic about Nvidia, nevertheless. Nvidia was well-positioned for success in 2025 thanks to its leadership in AI, 93% growth in data centers, and automotive alliances with Toyota. But care is needed due to tariff risks and DeepSeek's competitive AI algorithms. Nvidia's financial buffer and Stargate project role provide stability, while the rise of the AI market and the chipmaker's $47 billion second quarter revenue position it to reach its $170 billion full-year revenue target. However, there are still issues with value. Growth-oriented investors should purchase Nvidia, but others should proceed with caution. Wall Street has set a 2026 year-end price target for Nvidia at $300.14 per share, a gain of 59.2%. This estimate takes into consideration anticipated Blackwell supply restrictions, DeepSeek competition, and tariff threats. It also shows Nvidia's dominance in AI and its projected income for 2026. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.